Quarterback T.D. Croshaw married earlier this week. There's the lucky bride. Cletus Truey for a field goal, but it's blocked. Peyton Williams picking it up and going the other way. There was no score. Now it's 7-0 Fresno State. Fourth quarter, 14-10 Utah. Derek Ward leaping into the end zone from 2 yards out. We have more kicking problems. Point after blocked, 16-14 Fresno State. Same score, Utah driving. Anthony Archino throws it high into traffic. Cliff Russell picks it. So Truey would get a chance to redeem himself. A 32-yarder for the win. Still 5 minutes left, but it was the game winner, 17-16 Utah. To Chattanooga, Tennessee, Division I AA final, Youngstown State and Georgia Southern. The Eagles soaring. This guy, unbelievable. Adrian Peterson. 47 yards on this play, 247 in the game. He had turf toe when he did that. 24-14, Georgia Southern. A penalty backed him up to the 22-yard line after that run. No matter, just give it to Peterson again for the score. Second quarter, Youngstown State has to punt. Anthony Williams getting into the act. Up the middle, and he's going to go. Listen to this final. 59-24, Georgia Southern, their fifth Division I AA national title. Division III championship, Pac Lutheran and Rowan. First quarter, Pac Lutheran, Chad Johnson to Todd McDevitt, 31 yards for the score, 7-0. Tied at 7, and it's Johnson again. This time, the easy little screen pass. We got some good blocking here. Anthony Hicks using those blockers, then making a nice cutback, and he's down to the 1. It would lead to a score. 14-7 Pac Lutheran. Third quarter, 27-7. Johnson again to McDevitt again for the score. 42-13 Pacific Lutheran, your champions.
An upset as they come. Number 1 Cincinnati going down to Xavier, 66-64. That's the Bearcats' first loss this season. A great rivalry game with Kentucky and Louisville. First time meeting without rankings. Cardinals with only 12 points in the second half. The Wildcats with the victory, 76-46.
I don't think anyone actually anticipated today's final outcome. And you thought Santa's helpers were in the North Pole getting ready for next Friday night. Eagles led at 3-zip when Jeremiah Estrada picked off Drew Bledsoe. That interception setting up Coy Detmer's first touchdown of the day, and what a beaut it was. The drop back and then the strike to a streaking Torrance Small, 50 yards, 10-zip Eagles. And how about Mike Mamula? 4.5 sacks coming into this game, 3 sacks today, 7.5 for the season. But once again, the story was turnovers, as Al Harris, well, he looked like the intended receiver on this one. He takes the interception here and says, you know what, I think I might be able to go all the way with this one. He gets some blocking in front of him, goes down the sideline, says, let's cut back inside. There's just one problem. He forgot the ball. Fortunately, Brian Dawkins was there to pick it up, and from that point, well, how about Coy's story 2, as Detmer dropped back and hit Small for the TD pass, number 2, 17. Check my man out. What's that all about? Anyway, Detmer not done as he goes to the air again this time, finding Dietrich Gels and Folks speed kills. 44 yards for the score, 24-9 Eagles. End result, Birds win their 4th of the year, and our man Gary Papa was there for all of today's action.
It really was the wildest game of the year out there, but it was also a lot of fun, especially with Coy whipping up on the Patriots to put them out of the playoffs.
It so happened that, you know, when we got them, we hit them big for points.
What's that whipping stuff that Coy does?
I don't. That's Coy. Coy, you never know what Coy's going to do. You know, he brings something different, you know, to the table.
That's a beautiful thing. He wasn't supposed to do it.
You knew he was going to do it.
Yeah, but Coach, you know.
Coy's ignorant like that. He don't care. That's just ingrained in his head.
Now, Andy Reid wouldn't say afterwards if Coy should have been the starter since the beginning of the season, but the players know with Coy Detmer, there is a distinct difference.
He's funny, man. Coy is hard to figure out, man.
This game was flat out ugly with a capital U, but for these people, it was a nice result.
We can't make it, they won't.
Yeah! Gary Papa, Channel 6 Action News at Veterans Stadium.
That's the Eagles. Now with a check on the rest of today's pro football action. Here is your look at week number 15 around the National Football League. Yes, he knows when you've been bad or good, and in Orlando Brown's case, bad an understatement, as the big Cleveland offensive tackle got a bit too physical with referee Jeff Triplett today after Triplett accidentally hit Brown in the eye with his lead-weighted penalty flag. Jacksonville 24, Cleveland 14, Baltimore 31, New Orleans 8. Meanwhile, Kurt Warner tossing his league-leading 35th and 36th touchdown passes as the Rams improve to 12-2 and clinch home field advantage throughout the upcoming NFC playoffs. St. Louis 31, New York Giants 10, Tennessee 30, Atlanta 17. And for the first time in 12 years, the Colts are AFC East champs after a pair of Peyton Manning touchdown passes helped the Colts improve to 12-2. Indianapolis 24, Washington 21, Miami 12, San Diego 9. And the Cowboys losing their first home game of the season as Ray Lucas and the Jets pick up their 6th win of the year. New York Jets 22, Dallas 21, Chicago 28, Detroit 10. On to Oakland's Alameda County Coliseum, where John Gruden's Raiders crushed the Buccaneers. Napoleon Kaufman and Tyrone Wheatley each rushed for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns apiece. Oakland 45, Tampa Bay nothing, and in overtime, Denver 36, Seattle 30. By the way, the Broncos won that overtime game as Glenn Cudrez scooped up a John Kitna fumble and rumbled 37 yards for the score. And in Sunday night NFL football action, Buffalo by 10 over